Hello and welcome to this edition of Diaspora Central Spotlight. With me today I have a lady. This lady runs the corporate office. She runs the creative part of her brain. She runs both sides of the brain as if it was one brain and can only be one because she is Latin. The only one that holds down Chicago, Illinois. This lady is no joke. She has the artistic touch enough to create a trend in which skin bleaching is now questioned. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Miss Lotten.
Wow, that's a nice intro.
Lotten,
Yeah.
thank you. Welcome to Diaspora Central Spotlight.
Thank you so much.
So how have you been?
I'm good. I'm good.
Right.
But I'm making the most of it, of course, definitely. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, I want to start this conversation in a place where most of us diasporans are comfortable. Back home. Or whatever home is, because what I want to get is basically the lineage of the heritage of who Latin is so that our audience can understand. And why that? Because you have done something that would be socially commendable, that would help a lot of other young women get their self-esteem up, especially darker-skinned women. Right. And there was your production of the movie Skinned.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and start finding out who is Lotten, where was Lotten born, where was she raised? Briefly, we don't have to go into a lot of details.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm originally from Liberia, West Africa.
LIB.
LIB. Yes. But I always got to claim my Ghana roots because my grandfather is Ghanaian. He was from Takoradi in Ghana. So of course, I go back home. I go home quite often, and as all of us, it's just good to go back and just kind of remember who you are, and just be around a bunch of Black people. To be honest with you, that's like, I can go there and I don't have to. I'm not that I'm looking for others, but it's just really nice to be around my brothers and sisters and around my people. So you just go there to just kind of take off some of their burdens of our fast life in the U.S.
Yeah, a bit of that R&R, huh?
A bit of the R&R is required. And so this year, actually, this is the first time I haven't traveled outside of the country.
Yeah. Okay.
And so I'm fine. I didn't travel, but I'm in Chicago. But I was working on projects. So, I had my...
You're very busy. You're very busy. I follow you. I watch you. You are a very busy person. Now, let's talk a little bit about the projects that you work on. Let's actually talk about the movie Skinned. What was the inspiration behind that? What exactly led you to come up with that concept?
Yeah, well, obviously, being a darker skinned woman and being African, unfortunately, bleaching is one of those things that people just do, and it became kind of the norm in our communities, in our families, and around with our women and some of our men too as well. And so I have some family members that were bleaching, and I thought it would be good to do a project or really just talk about something, to try to shift the narrative a bit, you know what I'm saying, about it, and bring it to light, because a lot of people do it. And, that was really the inspiration. It was just, one, being pressured to do it, and then two, being around people who's done it. Yeah, and just so we know that it's not normal, right? Just because we've made it the norm, it's not normal. It is not okay, yeah.
Yeah. Now you are a mother also,
yes?
Right? Okay. How many?
One daughter.
One daughter. Okay. So now, in regards to that, because of course, you guys are coming up in the generational gap, right? Changes the whole perspective. What was your daughter's perception, and how important do you think this movie can play on her perception on skin color?
Well, she's very in tune. I mean, a lot of the younger kids these days, they're extremely exposed. They're much more, to be honest with you, she's much more exposed and understands this even more than I thought. Right. She's a fair skinned person. She's much lighter than me. Okay. So, but she understood, some of the comments, that people would make about my skin color. And then she also has friends that are darker than her, and she's heard the comments. You know what I'm saying? And actually, she doesn't even consider herself a light-skinned girl. She's brown skinned. But I call her light skinned, and she would say to me, "Mom, I'm not even really light skinned. Like those people that are looking for the paper bags or the light skin, the fair skin." Right. She says she wouldn't even fit into that category.
Oh yeah, that's the paper bag test, right?
The paper bag and all that stuff. Yeah, but she's light, and she understands the plight of darker skinned women. She understands the plight of women, right. And she understands the plight of Black women. So then to add that layer of being darker, you know what I'm saying? She's well aware. And so she was proud. Right. She came to the premiere. She was in Atlanta with us and with LisaRaye, and the mayor of Atlanta came to our screening, and my daughter was there too as well.
Great. As a matter of fact, let's now take this opportunity to take a very quick break and show a few clips of the movie Skinned, and then we'll come back and we can talk a little bit about the production of the movie, who was a part of it, and all these other good things. Is that okay?
Absolutely.
All right, so we're going into a very quick break, and you are listening to Diaspora Central with Gil Ingles.
She's just so dark.
She has her father's beautiful chocolate African skin.
It's a long story. People treated me like I was a disease or something.
Sorry, Blackie. I calls her Blackie, and she needs to know that Bobby is my man.
So what, you just gonna let her talk to you like that?
I'm lighter skinned already. Did you tell? Everybody's doing it, Joe. Really. I mean, light skin is presentable.
You're so young and dumb.
Where is your self-esteem?
How is she even qualified?
She's light skinned and she has a big booty. Those are her qualifications. So why don't you tell me what's going on?
I can't do this. I can't.
I feel there's a story to tell here.
Who in your life has made you feel beautiful when you didn't care about your color?
Jolie, you don't think that I love you?
It's found in a lot of skin lightening and bleaching creams. Chemicals in those products are awfully dangerous. Please feel free to get another opinion.
Oh yeah, I will. I'm losing it. Everything. Oh, I love Michael. No doubt, unconditionally.
You won't tell me anything about your past. I don't even know who you are.
Whatever it is, y'all can get through.
You really think I'm beautiful?
And we are back. If you have just joined us, you are listening and watching Diaspora Central Spotlight with Gil Ingles, and my guest today is Lotten by way of Liberia. Diaspora, stand up, because today Liberia is well represented in the building. Lotten, this movie Skinned, not just an average movie.
No.
You got some real stars in there. As a matter of fact, you have a star in there that was the wife of a king or a prince. Is she still?
A premier. They call them premier. Like
okay.
Prime Minister or premier in the Turks and Caicos.
Wow.
So yeah. LisaRaye McCoy.
Is she still with them?
No, they divorced.
Oh, they divorced. Okay, but that's a good run though.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she still got it. I mean, I'm sure she wanted to get another, premier or king or queen,
Prince,
whatever. She
someone
definitely can do that.
Yeah. Hopefully when what's the name of the king of the Prince of Zamunda comes back to America, she can go ahead and pick him up.
I can't wait to see it though.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, but now let's get back into Skin though, the movie that we just seen a few clips of. Let's talk a little bit about the production of that movie. Who wrote it? Who was your producer, your directors, and give us a little bit of background. Yeah, the technical background.
The film initially, I'm not a writer, so I think you always have to give people credit. Like a lot of us, we think that's in the creative space. you have to know your lane.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying? And for me, I have ideas. I know what I want to see. I kind of know my vision, but you need experts and people to put that together.
Right.
So the film initially was going to be a documentary and, about skin bleaching and so on and so forth. But I work with this Liberian lady out of Atlanta. Her name is Dr. Clarice Kula.
Okay.
We had worked together on a movie called Paparazzi before I premiered it.
Yes.
Obviously that's kind of how we all came together. So she wrote the film, and then LisaRaye, a couple of us have we're friends with LisaRaye, got the script in front of her, and she loved the script. She thought it would be a really good passion project for her.
Yeah.
She wanted to direct, and we thought having a female director would give, some really good, just some additional layer to it. Some more sensitivity to it.
Yes.
Especially because this is a woman's issue.
Indeed.
But I mean, it is, but now we know men also bleach. So we'll come back to that. But the majority of the issue has been around women bleaching and so on and so forth.
Right.
So LisaRaye directed it. Another director out of Atlanta, his name is Avery Williams.
Okay.
He co-directed it with LisaRaye.
Gotcha.
And then of course the actors and actresses, we've got Miss Jasmine Burke.
Right.
That was in there. She's out of Atlanta. She's been in a bunch of shows.
Yeah.
And then we have Ghana's own Vicker, of course.
Yeah.
Was in the film.
Oh yeah.
So it was a nice, when I do projects, I like to mix it up. You know what I'm saying? Bring in Africa and America together.
Right. Be that bridge.
Yeah, be that bridge. That's always been something that I try to do in my personal life, period,
Indeed.
as well as in my projects. There's always that representation across the bridge to build that unity between us, diasporans, and those that are our brothers and sisters in the U.S. too as well.
Indeed. I mean, definitely necessary. Now, you were born in Liberia, as you told us. How old were you when you came to the United States?
I was 12. I was really young when I came to the States, and then when I came. I don't know if some people know about the Liberian history, but we had a war. We had a 15-year civil war.
Right.
So I was away from my mother. My mother didn't get a chance to come. My father was here. He sent for me to come. And then after I came, the war broke out. And I did not see my brothers and sisters or my mother for almost 20 years.
Oh, gracious. Oh, gracious.
Yep.
Yeah.
So as soon as the war, as soon as the things settled down, I was right back in Liberia,
Now, were you always based in Chicago?
No. When I first came to the States, my father was in Oregon, Portland, West Coast.
Yeah. Yeah. That's Northwest.
Yeah. Northwest. Yeah. My father got a schooling scholarship to go there.
Gotcha.
So that's how he ended up on the West Coast.
All right.
And, obviously coming as a kid, I didn't have a choice. Like, I want to go to New York.
That
was not that wasn't the plan.
No, but you're representing Portland very well. You're representing Portland.
Thank you.
Because that's what you went middle school, high school.
High school. I went to high school. Right. Middle school. The middle school, and then high school in Oregon. And I was an athlete. You know what I'm saying? When I first came. So
what did you play? What did you play?
I was a basketball player, but I also was a sprinter.
Oh.
So I was a track star, and I was really popular. But you know what? Let me just tell you something about that, Gil.
Yeah.
Is because I was an athlete and really popular, I never really looked to myself as a dark-skinned girl.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it was always just Mimi. Like my friends call me Mimi. That was my play name.
Right.
So I thought Lotten was a bit too adult.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Too grown.
It was just too proper for a high school student.
Yeah.
And so everybody was just always behind me because I'm Lotten, or I'm this track star, or I'm in the newspaper, I'm into this. I'm winning awards. And it wasn't until I became, kind of in my 20s and when I moved to Chicago is when, and men, I started getting the attention of men, and people would say, oh, you're cute for a dark-skinned girl, or, oh, she's a cute dark-skinned girl, or, and I'm just kind of like, wait a minute, am I dark-skinned? I never even knew that was a qualifier or a characteristic that people use to measure me.
Wow.
You understand me?
Wow. Yeah.
And so so those conversations didn't start happening till, I guess, a young adult, and then Chicago is really where I started to hear I'm dark-skinned.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's here in the shy.
So Now, you go to Chicago after high school. Is that where you went to school?
No. I went to
college?
I went to college. I went to college in Oregon as well.
Oh, okay.
But I was
what school did you go to?
I went to a city college in
okay.
Oregon.
Yeah, give their name.
But
Can you give them a shout out?
Give you a little background.
Can you shout them out?
Portland Community College.
There you
it's
go.
Called Portland Community College.
Yeah.
But let me give you that background too.
Yeah, please.
So when I was somebody that was in the technology space, I was just interested in technology.
Right.
And so when I got out of high school and started college, right out of high school, started college, I was interested in technology. I started doing Visual Basic and some programming stuff like COBOL, all this crazy stuff. I got a job. You know that
you're telling your age now, right?
Oh no, it's okay.
When you talk Visual Basic and COBOL.
I know Visual Basic and COBOL. Trust me, I know. Trust me. I don't mind flaunting this space.
If you got it, do it.
That's right. You're right. But on the, when I was 19 years old, I got a job making $46,000 a year as a 19-year-old while I was in college.
Right.
And so I was just kind of like, wow, this is like, money that adults make. You know what I'm saying? So this was like so I kind of shifted and started to focus on my career. Right. But then I went back to school, when I moved to Chicago, I graduated from DePaul. Okay. Went back to finish my degree because you can't be African. You can't be in America and be African and not have a college.
Not acceptable.
It's not even acceptable.
Not acceptable at all.
It's not.
Yeah, those are props that you gotta have something to hang on the wall. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, but and
my father has that degree at his house, and he's happy.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No, but one of the cool things is that you also in the corporate world have actually done great things. If you make me a promise that eventually you also come back so that we can do a profile interview on you, I would definitely appreciate it.
Absolutely. I would love to do it.
All right, lovely. So Lotten, say your last name for us.
Yeah, so us is Yeaney.
Yeaney.
But Americans say Yeaney.
Yeaney. So it's Yeaney.
So it's Yeaney. In Liberia, we start using our Liberian English, then we say Yeaney.
Yeaney.
But here is Yeaney.
Yeah, Yeaney. Now, Liberia, it's a very beautiful city. Country, excuse me. I take it. With very beautiful cities.
Yeah, Liberia has an interesting history, and is definitely used to be one of those places that all the kings and even presidents, Ronald Reagan used to go to Liberia for a holiday back in the 60s and the 70s.
Oh, so that was a vacation spot.
It was the vacation spot for a lot of even Black celebrities, Black American celebrities. They used to come there. What's that? Nina Simone lived in Liberia.
Oh, wow.
Yep, she lived in Liberia. She used to be over there. She hung out there.
Yeah.
But of course, the war just kind of changed everything, and it's backwards now. We're kind of starting back from scratch.
Yeah.
Ghana, every other countries are progressing, but it's like we had all those things before most African countries got it.
Yeah.
But
it's showing prosperity though. It's showing some kind of prosperity.
Yeah, it's slowly coming back.
Okay.
It's slowly, with any other African countries, some of them, we do have some corruptions, and we're trying to turn that tide and trying to shift that narrative and, turn the corner, but it's a slow journey after war.
Yeah.
That's one of those things that the profile of individuals, their mindset, it definitely changes after war.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to rehabilitate the people before the country even shifts. Look at like Rwanda.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Everything they've gone through, they had literally had therapy sessions in
you have to
rehabilitate their people.
Yeah, you have to.
And now the country is taking off like crazy.
Right, indeed. You have
to. So Liberia, I feel like we cannot underestimate what 15 years of war can do to a generation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Of people.
Yeah, that's a full generation that is born and almost turned into men or women, grown women during the war.
Absolutely.
Yeah. How did they receive the movie Skinned?
It was wonderful. That was one of the most prideful part of this experience is being able to premiere Skinned in Ghana and Liberia.
Right.
After we got a AMA nomination from Nigeria, but we premiered in Ghana. Van came, of course. Van came to Liberia too as well. Van Vicker, that is.
Yeah.
And it was so nice to have my family there and just, make the country, the people were proud.
Right.
Little small Liberian gal here,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? She's doing her thing, doing the movie.
Right.
So it was the best part of the experience, is being able to premiere Skin in my country.
Yeah. And how does your father feel about the whole daughter that he has now? And I say whole because it's not just one aspect of her, it's really her as a whole.
My father is so proud. Like when I didn't go to school immediately after college, when I got out of high school and got the job, my father was happy.
Right.
But every time the conversations about me, whenever somebody comes to the house,
Right.
he'll say, "Oh, she not in school. She just working." You know how parents are, right?
Right.
So the conversation was always like, "Baby, I don't know. She just doing things. She doesn't listen."
Yeah.
But now it's like, "Oh, Mimi,
Right.
she's in Chicago and
Right.
she's been there. She's doing very good. So
Right.
that she did movies. She did this. She's on the TV. She's on
Right.
Steve Harvey. Like,
Right.
It's a
Right.
whole different conversation now when my father is talking about me to other Liberians than it used to be when I was younger.
Indeed. No, and that's a great thing, because when you know that you got your parents being your number one fans, you definitely have gotten it right. You know, and that is great. You didn't tell us his name though.
Joseph. His name is Joseph Leo Yeaney.
All right. So shout out to Joseph. And your mom?
Yeah, my mom is here. She's visiting. Her name is Irene. Yeah, she came and she was supposed to go back to Liberia in April of this year, but of course our flights got canceled as well. So she's here with me. She's actually downstairs, probably cooking or something.
Well, which is good. I'm sure that both of you can enjoy that additional time together.
Yes, we absolutely are.
All right. Hey, Lotten, it's been a great pleasure, and thank you for taking our invitation for this quick spotlight. And as always, let's see if we can bring you back soon to do a profile interview.
Absolutely. I just want to let you guys know that Skin is on Amazon Prime now. So it was on TV One and for a couple of years, and now we got a digital deal. It's on Amazon Prime. Okay. So if you have Amazon, you can check it out.
All right.
We're also working on some options, maybe with Mnet for Africa.
Okay.
So we'll keep you guys posted. Of course, you will be one of the first to know, Gil. But I would love to come back and talk about my next project, which is Imported Dreams.
Okay.
So we'll talk about that when I come back.
No, great. Oh, hey, we'll definitely make sure that we get in touch with you.
Thank you.
We'll definitely do that. Yeah, and one of the things that we can actually do, you can give our audience your social media handles, so that of course we also gonna show. We also showing it on the lower thirds, but go ahead and give your social media handles.
Okay, it's Instagram is at what is my Lotten Brigetta. Facebook, same thing, Lotten B Show.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm probably the only Lotten out there. So at Lotten something, you'll see me.
Yeah, I think you are. I think you are, because I remember when we did well, at least at the time when we did Paparazzi, The Eye in the Dark, one time I kind of searched for your name and it was only you. And I remember making this comment in the studio. I was like, you know what? You know that someone has got definitely something going on when they are the only person that you search for and the only person that pops up. Yeah,
that's right.
But that's definitely a great thing. Anything else? Any shout outs? Any thank yous that you would like to send out there? Now would be the opportunity.
Yeah, just really LisaRaye and everybody that was a part of Skin. When our co-producer, her name was Sharon Tomlinson. She actually passed away this year. We produced the film together under Studio 11 Films, and she passed away. So it's just, what's great is we were able to get this project out.
Right.
It's something that was a passion of hers too as well. So it was good to do something that is out there now in the world forever.
Indeed.
This is a stamp that this is our legacy in a sense that nobody can take away. So I'm grateful to be part of a project that was educational, informative, fun. Yeah. And also made us some money too.
Oh yeah. Well, once you're inspirational, and you definitely gonna make some money, because people like inspiration.
Yeah.
Right? People will consume inspiration. Lotten, it's been a great pleasure. Thank you for being our guest today. And until next time, you take care of yourself and of everyone around.
Thank you so much, Gil. Tell the fam everybody I said what's up.
I sure will. Definitely will. Take care.
Take care.
All right.
Bye-bye.